I feel like you should do the intro.
You look so good.
Nah, you look good, bro. You look.
I do the intro?
You can do the intro.
That's a lot of pressure. Hi guys.
That was...
Welcome back. Okay.
Go ahead.
Action. Hi guys, welcome back to Who's That TV. You know what it is. You know what it is. Hopefully you're all subscribed, because we still see y'all who watch every week and don't subscribe. So please hit the button. Thank you.
You're so adorable. Honestly, I feel like you're gonna have to do the introductions going forward because that was better than any of my introductions I've ever had.
Should, right? It was so yeah, welcome back guys. Last time we recorded a video, someone suggested that we actually tell the story of our first date. Shout out to Alex.
There's a couple people actually.
Really?
Yeah, I had like 2 or 3 people message me like in my DM say like, yo, I want to see the first date story time.
Wow, so I didn't know y'all were that interested.
I didn't think so either because like I feel like to us it seems like it was like a very, very good first date. Yeah. Based off like energy and chemistry, but like what we actually did, like I feel like it was cool. Yeah. Like it wasn't like I didn't take her on a boat trip around this city. It was a pretty simple first date, which I think is like key. Like you don't want to do too much on the first date. Like I think your goal on the first date is supposed to be to like get to know the person. But like I feel like also too, now that I'm thinking about it, like our first date probably
it wasn't the best for that.
Yeah, because
I always talk about not wanting to do like certain activities on the first date. Like we went to the movies. Yeah. And I always talk about not wanting to go to the movies on a first date because I don't really get to talk to the person.
Exactly.
But in our case, we talked for like a month before we actually hung out. So I was like, we can go to the movies. It's fine.
Question though, now that I just thought about it because you said it, because we talked for quite a while before the first date. How long do you think is a good amount of time before you go on a first date?
Honestly, I feel like a month felt good.
It did, I agree.
A month felt good because I knew that I wouldn't be wasting my time if I went on a date with you. Like, on one hand, it's like that amount of time, that month for us to actually talk to each other and get to know each other. I knew that if we went on a date, I was confident we'd have a good time and it would be worth my while. Okay. On the other hand, I would suggest, I guess, in my past, going on a first date sooner rather than later. Because it's like if we chat for a week and then decide that we're going to go on a date, then it's like, okay, cool, if the date goes trash, I didn't waste more than a week. Like, I'm blessed.
I like that. I think I agree too, because I think the month is a little bit longer than I usually would wait for a date too. Yeah. But I think the reason why for that is because we both didn't really state our intentions in the beginning. Like we were both kind of like dancing around.
Yeah, we were being very sheepish with each other.
Yeah.
So our first date, okay, I just remember.
Yeah, okay, you started off. I want to see where you pick it up from.
We were texting and you were trying to downplay your nerdy love for Pokemon. And bro, I wasn't gonna judge you because I love Pokemon as well. Like,
I'm a Pokemon geek.
I used to come home from school and watch Pokemon every day. And I used to play the games when I was younger.
Same. Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Crystal. Like bro, I wasn't
that deep. I wasn't that deep.
Fam, if I go look under my bed right now, I have a stack of Pokemon cards. Like I kept them all.
Bro, that's
because
crazy.
I feel like one day they're gonna be worth a lot. And I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to part with it. Like it's such sentimental value.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'll have to force you. But yeah, so I was like, okay, so at that time, Detective Pikachu came out. And we both discussed how disturbed we were going to be by seeing Ryan Reynolds play Pikachu. And we both were just like, we should just watch it anyways. Like,
I tried to like move like it wasn't that. I'm like, yo, like, I know this movie's gonna suck, but like, we should watch it suck together. Like, let's just go laugh at it. I was geeked to see Pikachu with Ryan Reynolds voicing him. But I had to play it cool. Like, I had to make her think, like, you know, I'm a thug. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm trying to get a couple laughs in when really...
He sat in the theater, he was like...
I was giddy to see the man catch them all. Like, I was like, yo, I need to see this. So I had asked her in the week if she was available on the Sunday to go see Detective Pikachu. So Detective Pikachu was like a very early evening movie. So it was starting to get dark later. Yeah. So I suggested an earlier on movie so that we could still have the ability and the opportunity to do something afterward if the movie portion of the night was going well. Thinking ahead. Before we went, I very distinctly told her that we were going to go get wine to make watching and laughing at Detective Pikachu even funnier. Which I was down for, because you want to get a little litty, like, facts. I'm here for that. And as he exposed himself in the previous video,
he went to go look for a bottle of wine somewhere else where I wasn't because he needed a moment to breathe.
I beeline. She swept me off my feet.
I was radiating
even
sunshine.
Just to rewind a little bit. I remember like I said, okay, like, what's your address? And you gave me the address and I saw, okay, like, you know, it's about 25 minutes away from my house. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm driving and I don't drive the speed limit particularly. I was driving slow. Like I was doing the exact speed limit because I was a little nervous. I was nervous. And I didn't tell you this, but like when I got to your house, like I stopped like a couple doors down and then I set my playlist to certain songs because I wanted certain songs to play while we were driving.
Because you wanted to be cool?
Not only that.
So you set a cue.
I set a cue, but I also didn't want some of my more embarrassing songs to come exalt themselves on the playlist. Like I didn't need Maroon 5 to
You didn't
play.
want to serenade me to Sugar that night?
I didn't want to. Because certain songs I have on my playlist that like, I don't think anyone expects me to have on my music playlist.
That's crazy because when you finally played Sugar in the car and gave me a full out concert, that was when I was like, yo, I love this man.
Maroon 5's Sugar is a bop. If you don't know that by now, then I'm so sorry.
This guy was in the driver's seat belting as if he was Adam Levine himself.
It was my moment.
And I knew I was in love at that moment.
Oh, that's the moment. Look at that, look at that. You were strong.
Anyways, back to the first date.
So yeah, sorry. So I set my cue and then I told you I was outside.
Yes.
So
wow.
You walk outside and I remember like to this day you were wearing like a black graphic tee. Was it the Rick and Morty shirt? I think
it was the Rick and Morty shirt.
Rick and Morty shirt, black Adidas track pants, and then the black Huaraches, and her hair was out. And I was just watching her walk to the whip and like it was like in slow motion. I was like I didn't even have words. She opened the door, she came into the car with all this energy like, hi, oh my God, you're real. And I'm just like, you're real. Like that is actually, like you're really here right now because like I have been watching her on the gram for like maybe, I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 months prior. Like just liking.
It's 2018 fam.
Since the first time you curved me, but I didn't know if I should re-swerve or not. So I was just admiring from afar because a man like me takes his L's and I keep it pushing. But like now that I see like you came full circle and you are right here in my car right now. Right now? I was like, bro, this is crazy. But I'm like, you know what, Royston, play it cool. You a super cool guy. Don't let her see you sweat.
Okay, it was crazy for me too because I had seen this guy's YouTube videos and I've been seeing him on Twitter and whatever since I curved him. You know, in the previous video when we talked about my first curve, I mentioned curver's regret, which I did have. So you know, I was watching him a little bit on social media and I was like, yo, this guy's so cute, he's so fine. And then when I got in the car, I literally turned and I was like, you're actually real.
Like that's really your first words you came.
Those are the first words I said. I was like, you're
I'll never
a real
forget
person.
that. My second sentence was literally like, you're not that taller person. Because yo, on her pictures, I don't know if you guys don't follow Dominique, go follow her on Instagram right now and go look at her pictures and guesstimate, yes, I said guesstimate, how tall you think she is. Fam, she looks like an Amazon woman in some of the pictures that she posted. I was like, yo, I'm like, we're gonna have some baller
because some of my friends are very short. Like I have like 5-foot friends. When I stand next to them, I feel like a skyscraper. But when you see me in real life, you know that I'm actually 5'4.5".
So that was my second sentence. And then from there, I was just like trying to scramble to find the words to talk to this girl. But I also have to realize that I don't want to just say stupid shit just to fill the air. So we're talking and then luckily the LCBO is really close to her house. So we got to the liquor store, hop out the whip, we get inside the store and I beeline away from her just to like regroup because like that was the most hectic 10 minutes I had endured in a long time.
I was so oblivious. I was like, well, why am I gonna drink?
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here for the liquor. I'm like,
I was like, okay, bye.
I got into my aisle by myself and I was like, yo, she's fine. And the few things that stuck out to me right away was like, you had a very nice voice.
Ugh, I hate my voice.
Your voice is so adorable. I love your voice. And she looks better in person because there's a lot of people who look good in pictures and you pull up and you're like, where's the person I've been talking to for the last however many weeks? So it wasn't a catfish situation. And to top it all off, like her energy was like, she was talkative. Like there's certain people like when you get them in person, they're like mute or they have nothing to say or they just talk about weird stuff right off the bat and like the energy's off and you're like, what is going on? Like, can you only have conversation over the phone? So all those 3 check boxes were checked.
We had a bare chat. We had so much conversation.
And we had just started the day. So we got our liquor.
We also went to Metro and got gummies.
Facts. We stocked up on little baggies.
Yeah.
We had all the snacks ready to smuggle into the movie theater. Snuggle, so I was trying to get cozy.
No, he was not. The whole movie, we watched the whole movie. This guy's knee, like, he barely let his knee touch me. Not one arm like this.
No,
like,
because I gotta play it cool.
He was playing it very cool.
But should I not though? Like,
no, it was fine. I was blessed.
Okay, and this is another question. So, had I done the
First of all, you didn't have to yawn and stretch.
I think that makes it worse. But I feel like I don't like making moves too quickly. I have to read it because, remember, I'm also hiding behind the veil of we're just going to watch this movie.
Yeah,
So
because we still weren't even like
saying, oh, this is a date.
We weren't even saying this is a date. We were playing ourselves that day.
I was definitely moving.
We were playing ourselves that day. I just remember we watched the movie and the movie was terrible.
It was a bad movie.
It was not good, but it was amazing in my memory because like we were whispering to each other the entire time. Like the whole reason I don't like going to the movies on a first date is because you don't get to talk to the person. But when we were in each other's ear the whole movie, cracking jokes,
I was roasting that movie.
Roasting, like it was really fun.
Facts.
And also we were getting tipsy, so you know. So thank you.
We watched the whole movie. It was terrible. I would give it a good 4 out of 10. Okay.
But the experience with you is 10 out of 10.
Facts, I agree. We were roasting. I'm pretty sure the people that were sitting beside us were a little annoyed at how much we were snickering and whispering back and forth, but I didn't care.
If they came to see the cinematic masterpiece that is Detective Pikachu, they played themselves.
So the movie finished. In the plaza where we watched the movie, there's also a Dimitri's. And just like I had accounted for, if the night was going well up until the end of that movie and the vibe was right, I'm gonna extend the night. So I proposed us going to Dimitri's to get some dessert and talk a little bit more without, you know, Ryan Reynolds blaring his voice through the cinematic screen. And we went to Dimitri's. We were there for a long time.
We sat and talked for so long.
In Dimitri's for about 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I think we only left because they closed. Because it's Sunday, earlier hours.
They were about to close. So we were like, oh shit, I guess we should move.
So we're like, all right, cool. We wrapped it up. We got in my car, I'm driving her back to her place, and I was having like a blast. I was having the time of my life.
I was having the time of my life too. That was the best date I ever had.
I agree. Well, best first date, because we've had
best first date.
So we're going home now. I'm driving her home, and like in my mind, I'm just like, yo, I don't want this night to end.
I just remember he's like, so like, what do you wanna do?
But I didn't want to make it sound pervy, like I was trying to pull over and.
It wasn't pervy. It wasn't pervy.
I didn't want to make it sound
like. So like, do you want to go home, or like, do you want to go do like something else, or like, we could just like keep talking, because like we're having such a good conversation, and I was like, yo, I don't really want to go home still. So we literally had like one of those like, y'all consider this a date? We just sat in the car, we talked.
Yeah, we parked up in like a parking lot.
We played music. He realized I was a little bit of a hood man because I recited all the words to...
Bro.
I don't remember what song. I think it was...
I think it was Chanel Go Get It. You did Lil Baby's verse
but then
flawlessly. I'm like, what? And Lil Baby raps fast in that verse. And I'm like, bro, you didn't miss a word. Like, are you, like, fam, do you have the strap on you right now? What's going on? Like, I was a little worried, but it was kind of hot at the same time.
You already got real girl when she posts her body. Check price tag, what are you getting? You fake the fatty skin too many sexual.
See? So we're in the car, we parked up for, I want to really honestly say we were probably there talking in that parking lot for about 3 hours.
It was definitely 3 hours.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Because if you really take it in, I picked you up at like 5.
Yeah.
And we were out until like, let's just say 2 then. Fam, that's longer than some people's work shift. That's crazy.
A lie, he wasn't even paying me.
Our first date was the movies, which was a 2-hour movie. We went to Dimitri for another 2 hours, and we parked up and talked for about 3-4 hours. Yeah. And it was a fucking blast.
And even when he left, I was like, so you're really leaving? Like,
she didn't want me to leave. I was like, yo, like, I don't mind staying, because like I'm a night owl as is, but I was also being considerate of the fact that like we got work tomorrow. Like, yeah, it's gonna be Monday tomorrow.
It needed to be.
It needed to end, but I mean, we did hang out the next 7 of the next 8 days, so like, it makes no sense.
The whole week, you know that song that goes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I remember this because we kept hanging out, and like after like a while, we're just like, yo, I've seen you every day for the past couple of while. And there was one day that we didn't hang out for whatever reason, but we were on point. I don't know what it was. The craziest part to me is that like, I'm used to getting bored of people. Like, I thought I had a problem with me. Like, I thought something was wrong with Royston. And I'm not tired of her yet. I still feel like we're in a honeymoon phase.
And even if we had our little moments where it's like, okay, we need like a little space, just a couple days. Like the next day that we see each other, we're just right back like
what was that? But I also want to let people know as well. So the first kiss though.
Let me close the door for this one.
You can't leave that part out. I mean, people watch up to this point, like they deserve to hear the juicy part.
Okay, fine. Y'all can hear the juicy part. I'm gonna let you in. The first kiss though. I just remember we were sitting there, we were talking for so long, and out of nowhere, you were just like, you just swooped in.
I couldn't help myself.
And it was quick. And then I was like, we can do it again.
You want that encore?
Honestly, if we spent 4 hours together, we'd probably spend an hour just like kissing.
Facts. It was the sickest makeout session ever.
Sickest PG-13.
But I kept it respectable.
Very much so.
But the thing about me too is like, obviously like I'm not opposed to people having like first night whatever, but I feel like it was like the vibe I was feeling for me. I was like, yo, this is so perfect that I don't even want to take the risk of trying to push it further and then ruining it. So I was like, you know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna pump my brakes here.
Yeah.
I was cool with going further, but I was like, you know what? Like, it's cool to just stop right here.
Nah, yeah, we stopped.
Nah, facts.
And I was like, you know what? I feel like this is good. I gotta keep you one a little something. 24 hours later.
I was like, I'm not gonna say it, but you can.
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
that's our first date in a nutshell.
In a nutshell. And ever since then, we've been in love.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds real quick, because I feel like if you didn't do such a poor job of being Pikachu's voice, I wouldn't have found my angle in how I was gonna get this girl to pull up and watch the catastrophe that was you playing a Pokemon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our first date. Like I said, it wasn't anything super crazy. Like, I just feel like the most priceless part about everything was just the vibe that came along with the very simple thing. So I feel like if you're someone watching this video, it's not about necessarily what you plan, it's just the energy you bring to that plan.
Who you're planning it with.
Facts.
Because that date could have been so boring if I went with somebody else.
Facts.
But I was having the time of my life.
Alright, so like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be back. Maybe we can talk about one of our more memorable dates as well after. Cause that was just the first one. Like I said, we've been on better dates. Like,
we can. Alright.
I'll see you on this couch in a bit.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Bye.